Wow, what a realm. Northern Sirod. Not really Northern Sirod anymore, I suppose. In Crusader Kings III with your good friend Elrang. So there have actually been a couple of comments in Discord that I wanted to address before we kickstart things today. So somebody asked, am I bored of Crusader Kings III? Because I haven't been paying as much attention amid all these wars as usual. And then another question was, I've seen this actually more than once, is CK3 normally this easy? And I feel like they are questions that answer one another with the very simple point that we are an immortal character. And this was why I tried avoiding immortal characters at the end of Crusader Kings II when I was playing the last few series of that on this channel. Ultimately, they are just not interesting beyond a certain degree. There's still so much more, of course, we can do with Elrang, so much to explore for the character. But the problem with being immortal is it removes any necessity for good vassal management. Because ultimately, as long as the majority of our vassals like us, we haven't really got to worry about any sort of rebellions or anything like that. We haven't got to worry about succession. And succession is where a big chunk of the difficulty for Crusader Kings comes from. In fact, I'd say like 50% of the difficulty, because the warfare is still kind of straightforward, right? But, I mean, succession is a big problem. That we don't need to do any education. Like, we could have never educated a single child of Elrang, so we'd have been perfectly fine, because we're never playing as anybody but Elrang. So it is a problem with becoming an immortal character. I would normally, in CK2, balance it by adding an abdication mod, or something like that, that would allow him to step down, and, you know, kind of house rule it. We'll say if Elrang hits 300, he abdicates to his daughter, or something like that. We won't do this playthrough. The other thing to remember as well is we are going on 50 episodes of this series, which we never do on the main channel. I don't think any series has gone on this song, except for maybe some RimWorld series that are maybe like the original Generations or something like that. So this has been here for a very, very long time. And the problem is, warfare in Crusader Kings is very boring. It's just not interesting. Especially CK3, they've learned very hard into the character development, especially towards the end of the life of Crusader Kings 2 as well, with societies and, you know, going on kowtow and doing things with character and artifacts and blah, blah, blah. They focus heavily on the character, and warfare just is nothing to do with that, right? It's very dull. So, let's blast through. I want to set up a game plan for, because the truth is we are coming to the end of this series, right? We've almost conquered all of the original AYLEID land back. I know I said I was originally going to go for the, what was it called again? The Dynasty of Many Crowns. It's fine. But ultimately, all it's going to be is we declare a kingdom level holy war, we grant it to an elf boy member. We declare a kingdom level war, we grant it to an elf boy. It's going to be, again, autopilot, the most boring aspect of Crusader Kings 3. Wars that basically we can't lose unless I walk away from my PC, and even then our vassals might deal with it, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll just make Cyrodiil. We'll do the time-lapse after we've made Cyrodiil. Maybe that will be today, maybe that'll be tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure. Someone floated a really, really good suggestion. I don't want it to end today because I want to put this out there. If anybody has any good suggestions for long-term fun, or not long-term, but goals for Elrang to achieve before we put it in the hands of the AI, we observe, we do a time-lapse, and we come back to it in 300 years, and we see if Sirod and Elrang is still standing. We'll see if the dynasty is still in power. We'll see if the AYLEID culture and religion has spread. I always think that's far more interesting than just painting a map of color, right? Seeing if we've actually built something worthwhile. So if you've got any suggestions for, again, short-term goals, but goals nonetheless round to achieve before I hand it over, I'm all ears. Now, someone suggested a really cool goal of making sure we have a very powerful council. Their comment specifically said something like, make sure you've got, or try and basically offer liches to anybody who are over 30 skill, so we have an eternal, powerful council. And I think that's such a cool idea. So why don't we do exactly that? We're going to offer lichdom to, and she accepted, Court Priest Halinke there. She's 37 learning, so she's somebody I would want on this council forever, ideally. Wow, Gora Malatu has spread really far. Oh my god, to say that I haven't been super active in pursuing that one. Look at how far it's come already. Let's convert over the waterfront next, and then a cultural conversion, of course. Oh, no, sorry, we should go to the Arcane University, shouldn't we? To convert faith there. We will try and convert. I think one of the main goals we'll do before we hand it over to the AI for the time-lapse is make sure the Imperial City, or the whole Imperial Isle, is converted to our religion, our culture. We'll kind of go from there. Anyway, let's have a look here. A courtier scorned. What would you want of that knave Lexilar with a position of court? Not me. My Pelin Zafani is livid. Apparently, he was certain the honor would befall him and no one else. Whatever. Whatever. It doesn't... It's irrelevant. So, I think we've got about 6 wars left to form Cyrodiil. Now, somebody in the comments last episode did say they tested their Lingua Tamrialis. It doesn't work for Cyrodiil. They tested it themselves, kind of being a bit more careful about things. There's a comment that you can read through. But basically, they said, yeah, it's automatic that because you need to control the land, completely control all the land, and when you control all the land, it merges together. You actually can't do this with Cyrodiil. We would need to control Cyrodiil and elsewhere, for example, to establish AYLEID as the Lingua Tamrialis, which I'm not really too bothered by. Again, I think it's a task for a different day. I do want to come back to the Elder Kings in the future with a standard, maybe even a normal human playthrough. You know who would be very good? Maybe a polar bear-headed man sails down from Atmora and lands on the northern coast of Skyrim somewhere with battle axe in hand to establish his own dynasty of sons with suspiciously similar names to himself. Just a thought. So let's go for it. So in theory, we've got let me recount. 1, 2 against Indril, 3, 4, 5 against Narcissus, and then 6 because elsewhere have grabbed our Black Boot. Very frustratingly, I think that became Goblin, and then in turn, they were able to grab that. So we did need to go grab that one too to tidy up our borders. I think that's Cyrodiil. No, it's got to be Cyrodiil, right? Yeah, it is. That makes sense. So, let's do it. Let's just keep blasting on with the wars. Again, they're kind of autopilot, aren't they? They're a little bit dull. And I think for future playthroughs as well, when we've got a good cap on the warfare, we'll probably lightly edit around that. I'm not going to, of course, edit that out. That would be crazy. But we will edit around particularly like autopilot wars like this. I mean, we're never going to lose this. We know we're never going to lose this. There's no point manually fighting it, is there? But, you know, or showing all the fighting in a video, at least. Let's get to work. My spy master has come through with grave news. While I do not know, someone is plotting to kill my Pelin Ulnaril. How terrible. That's unthinkable work. What have we got going on here? Mystical Communion, done. We can pet Hermaeus Miaura. Of course we should. I find Hermaeus Miaura the III outside. She's strutting around the yard as soon as she's bodged blah, 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 blah. Line. I find Hermaeus Miaura the III outside, strutting around the yard. As soon as she spots me, she meows and saunters over, rubbing against my leg. I spend many minutes crouched by her side, petting her and scratching her under the chin, and then I stand back up again and I feel lighter than I have in a long time. Now, people were saying that there is, in fact, in the artifacts, there is, what do they say, the hide of Torval. Somewhere here... I do need to clear out these artifacts, don't I? Well, I mean, we've got them now. I think they're staying for good. Somewhere here is the hide of Hermaeus Miaura II. Lots of people seem to think that, here it is, the hide of the Mighty Cat of Torval. We will put that one on display instead. Lots of people seem to think that Elrang skinned his own cat. The cat was dead, and he wanted it on display. You know, to celebrate its life and to always remind him of how much that cat contributed. And there it is. The tan hide of General Elrang's beloved cat Hermaeus Miaura, preserved to honor a dear friend and companion throughout the General's life. The hide is of very fine quality. As it says there, it's designed to honor a dear friend and companion. He wasn't doing it out of cruelty. He wasn't doing it to be horrible to his cat. He certainly didn't kill the cat. That would be nuts. Lots of people seem to miss that. Anyway, let's get this war done. How would life be without Halinke? We should also see if we can... oh, God, here we go. I barely managed to sit down in my seat when I hear a howl emanating from Marlapen Malamane. It would seem he and Marlapen Oromamir have really gotten into it, as Malamane is receiving a proper manhandling. Ooh. Too late, I realized their martial dance has paved its way straight through the memory of King Arnerius. Arrhenius. They've fought and fallen into one of my books. I yell at them from across the hall. What is the meaning of this? The duo is presented in front of me, all while throwing the blame on one another for starting the fight. Lucky for you, dimwits, I'd never liked that piece. The durability has decreased by 14. We lose dread if we do that. Ooh. Who does Elrang like less? Malamane. My patience wears thin, Malamane. He's going to pay us some money so we can repair our book, as he damn well should. Let's repair it now. Much nicer. Goodbye, my guests. With everybody headed home with full bellies of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Great news. How are we doing? Oh! And Hermaeus Miaura has charmed Marlapen de Thomalil. Quite the lovely cat you have, my lord. Ah, thank you. Thank you. How kind. Right, you know what? Let's put these armies in a more sensible place rather than just having them standing around in a field. These sieges take a long time, don't they? I've arrived in the White Gold Tower to pay homage to you, glorious general, says Marlapen Umaril. Absolutely, we will accept. 6 court grandeur, more prestige and gold and everything else nice. Why don't we have a look for some new... old tabbing. Why don't we have a look for some better diplomats, stewards, etc., etc. Let's see if we can build that legendary court that would be fantastic to leave the realm in the hands of when, of course, we hand it over to an AI. Let's have a look then. I want to find somebody, just anybody within Diplo range. We can kidnap someone and turn them into a lich. Let's bring here... preferably someone who's not a ruler, because that makes it a lot harder. I presume you can't kidnap a ruler and then recruit them from your prison. That would be a bit silly. Ruler, not ruler. And let's have a look for somebody with high stewardship. You could work well. Delta Fear. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, one of Div Fear's daughter. She'll do. She's also 711. She's a very good character just kind of all around. Let's get her to court then. Let's get you abducted. 85%. Very nice. And then that solves the stewardship. Was it diplomacy? Ormil the Golden Tongue. Oh. From Estormo's court. Interesting. You seem very good. Let's kidnap you then. Let's bring you to court. We'll turn them into liches. That way they'll never want to leave because they will both be beloved by our people for being blessed with their lichdom and blessed by Elrang personally. Let's make sure we're going to be able to convince anybody to... This is the problem. Trying to do plots outside of our court externally is really hard to do because we are... Look at his hat! Because we are a lich. And people don't generally like that. Could I bribe you, do you think, if we send her a gift? Gains 200 opinion of you. Minus 15. Balls. Well, 77% chance is good enough as far as I'm concerned. Wow, this war's taking a long time, isn't it? Maybe we should get some siege engines. You know, something we do need to do that's fun. Oh, she died! She was slain in a duel. For God's sake, you'd have been a cool character. Well, never mind. What do I want her for? Her stewardship, that's right. You'll do. I feel like we've got to go with elves. I feel like that's a bit more of an appropriate council member. So let's get you abducted. 277% chance. And then hopefully... we're going to have a lovely looking realm. Yeah, one thing we've got to do is obviously swap out all of our man-at-arms for, I know we're taking a lot of attrition. It doesn't really matter, does it? We've got to swap out our man-at-arms for, like, all werewolves or something weird. Just like a weird man-at-arms unit. Very nice. Thank you. How kind. Right, let's give that to another member of the Elf Boy dynasty. Who would like this? I don't care about your brooch. Who would like, let's go anytime now. There we are. It takes you a few clicks to wake up on occasion. Let's give that to you. Velsilma. Good name. Not quite Velsilma, is it? But, you know, fair enough. Enjoy. Enjoy the realm. Okay. Now, the big war is going to be against House Indoril, which I'm not super pleased about. Narcissus should be slightly easier. Again, we got to be careful not to do those holy wars. Right. Let's have a look at our... I think our mages are so good. What do you think? What do you think? The mages do 0.2 siege progress per day, and I think that's really where we're losing a lot of ground, isn't it? War mammoths do less than mages, but to be fair, that makes sense. Here's an idea. Should we swap them all out for mages? That would help out with very far siege, and the mages have quite a high pursuit, right? 17. Pursuit is where you actually kill them as they're retreating, right? The werewolves are still very good on that front, but they haven't got any siege power. What do you think? Half werewolves, half mages? It's almost not weird enough to make it work. War mammoths are 250. That's nuts. But they've got no pursuit, right? So again, we break them fast, and then they retreat, and then we've got to do it over and over and over. Mammoths are gone. We've got enough money to really experiment with it and be silly with it, to be honest. Let's get rid of the werewolves. We could go all in on werewolves. Soul wraiths are not as good as werewolves, but they are interesting. Yeah, no, they're not as good as werewolves, in my opinion. Werewolves do slightly more damage, but the soul wraiths have slightly higher toughness but way lower pursuit. Go all in on werewolves? It seems so silly. Oh, but we need... Oh, no, we need some. We need some to be able to... For the siege damage, though. Sod it. Let's try the sorcerers. You know what? We'll try all the sorcerers, and if they don't work, we will go for... We'll try... Or if they're just not interesting, we'll go for werewolves. Whole armies of werewolves. That would be kind of nice, because I feel like we haven't done anything with werewolves so far, like, at all. It's just been kind of a thing that happened to Elrang, and he just lived his life ignoring it. Give me a second. This might take a while just to get all these upgraded. Oh, these armies are going to be silly. Bearing in mind, we've got less counters. We've only got counters against heavy infantry and spearmen. So in terms of actual battles, it's going to be way worse. But in terms of sieging, it should be way better. 0.2 per day times... Is that per unit affected up to fort level 5? Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. Well... That's unfortunate. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll swap back to Mammothson. Let's go for you next, because you're kind of an easy battle. Oh, we'll have to give it some time for those troops to reinforce, eh? The latest work of my granddaughter, Marla Pensilke, has become all the rage at court at late. The piece deals with feelings of sorrow and loss. She's dedicated it to me. How cruel a mistress is random chance to leave us all in this cursed trance, alone, bereft, and without that sweet man who is next amongst us. Who next amongst us will end his span? That's kind of shit. Drivel, I do kind of agree. This is truly heartfelt, but she meant it, right? It's kind of shit, but she meant it, and that's all that matters. It came from deep within her heart. Right, won't take long. In theory, God, look at our levies fluctuating. Hey, some informants to help kidnap these people. Now, we've got to try and keep our magicka high so that we can, let's say... Oh! Halinke died. How did she die? God damn it. Oh, that popped up and I should have read it. Shit. Well, request a new priest, I suppose. How are you? 22. Oh, come on. Boo ones. Boo this man. For God's sake, you're terrible. Maybe I'll kill you as well. Bear in mind, we can only add people to our court who... Oh, the hiccups. Who speak Daedric. They're the only ones allowed to be court priest. Unbelievable. So annoyed about that. I'm sure these man-at-arms can reinforce as we fight this random dude here. Whoa! They're all quality 5 now. That's amazing. When the time comes, my agent will need a safe route to transport Beneath out of Aaron L. Geldrun's castle. We're kidnapping the Emperor of Alinor's courtiers to serve as our own. That's a flex. Man, they do seem good though, don't they? That's nice to see. You know, like the highest quality army, that's always good. And look at how fast that bloody siege was. Jesus Christ. Hermaeus Miara has once again done a little PP all over this man's things. I'll compensate you 300 gold. What an expensive cap. Oh! War's over. We've taken a Serpentine Budai from Fort Goldthroats. Very nice. What duchy is this supposed to be? Here, you can have that. Grand Tysel. You can have this one, because I'm so kind. Enjoy. Right, we've got an artifact demand. You have something that should belong to me from Overlord Veril. What does he want back? The Chorak House banner. No, that's my favorite banner. I've never seen it before in my life, but I'm keeping it. Did this just splinter? Oh! House Enderal lost control of their territories here. I don't know how it happened. Oh my god, sweep them up, sweep them up, sweep them up fast. Fellow servant of the King of the Oldma. As our order of the Goromalatu faithful of Rumez Light grow, we need more land for which to organize our defenses. The Lordship of Last Chance is perfectly suited. Where is this? I'm happy to give you some titles, I just need to know exactly where this is, though. Ah! Please lock. Yeah, go to. Here. Yeah, no, take it. Your request is granted. Enjoy. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my Pelin is scheming against Zuda. Oh, no. I will not accuse them. Let's not upset the apple cart. Things are going well. Things are going very well. Oh, my God. Another scheme at court. No, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Another scheme at court. For God's sake. Oh, this is a scheme discovered. Damn it. The Aaron L has discovered our plot to kidnap one of his courtiers. Balls. That might make that one very difficult to achieve. I like that, though, because it's a challenge. Feels a bit more of a challenge. Elrang's had too many easy things come his way recently. Boil and die. Whoa, did you see that battle? That was like 11,000. And the siege is so quick. Oh my god. Hello, we're about to abduct this man. Get him. Bring me that courtier. We'll make him a lich. And he will serve this realm. Yes, I hope he likes his new quarters. Let's negotiate his release. I would like to recruit him and demand his conversion. And we don't need a hook. Join me. Join me. Boom. Very nice. Okay, and what title is this one? Redwater. Oh, did I not revoke this man's title? Whoops. How strange. Well, there we go. Problem solved. Right, let's give that away. To another... But elf boy with potential, if you would. Verondil, you're pretty alright. Enjoy. Very good. Oh, this couldn't have worked any better, because this means we don't have to go to war with House Indoril. That was the war I was most concerned with. But this makes it significantly easier. I have no choice but to accept your conditions for release. No, you do not. Right. Make him a lich, which he will now accept, because he is our religion. Then, what are you good at again? 31 diplomacy. My god, man. Silke. Is it worth sacking him for such a minor improvement? Or sacking her for such a minor improvement? I'm sorry. Oh, but how can I argue with a hatted man like that? Holy crap. He looks incredible. That was a great play. Right, that's one of the council members. Would have been two if the other person hadn't died. Oh, the sieges are so fast. Daily progress, 24.5. Although it's fort level 9, though. Interesting. Maybe it's the quality of the army that's really affecting this. Anyway, oh, that's really good. I'm not complaining. This is great. Thank you. And I presume these three provinces up here are all the same duchy and they got independence. They are indeed. Look at that. Right, so Sundercliff next. We'll keep all of these in our back pocket until we're ready to dish the whole thing out. Ah! The sun is coming through my window at such an angle. I'm going to get sunburned by the end of this. The only gamer ever to have real sunlight. God, that's burning my arm. Wow. You can smell burning flesh as I'm... Speaking of burning flesh... It must be a sign from Molag Bal himself. Holy crap. We've got the bow of Auriel, but we don't worship Auriel. So we discard it in favor for the Mace of Molag Bal, which in fact has all the same effects. 15%, so Auriel's bow, 15 prowess, 15% enemy casualties, 1 prestige. The Mace of Molag Bal is 15 prowess and the 15 casualty, plus 5% hostile scheme success chance, 50% dread gain, and then prestige per dread. A much more suitable weapon for Elrang. Oh, I'm so glad we got that. That's so cool. You remember ages ago I was trying to kidnap the person who was originally, probably that person's great-great-grandmother or whatever, who was originally yes. What was I talking about? The original champion of Molag Bal. That's, I couldn't remember his damn name. Hello. It's Nihanre. Welcome. I accept your generous gifts, Nihanre. Thank you, my friend. And now, boom. Oh my god, we are almost done. And then we will be the restored emperor. Oh, Agnada Elf Boy. Genius, pretty, consecrated, blood, acute. This is what I'm talking about. This is the generation that's really going to make... they're going to put the Elf Boy dynasty on the map. Oh my god, this all splintered too? No, this was splintered before, I remember. So we've got to go to war with Narcissus for like a single county. We do also have to go to war... That is burning my arm. Fuck me. We've also got to go to war against Elsewhere again for that single county, which is going to be a right laugh. It's Ayleid ruin there. Maybe we should try and take it. That would have been a more interesting playthrough in hindsight. Trying to reunify like a realm consisting of wherever all of the Ayleid ruins are. I like the sound of this plan. 75% chance of success. Hey, we actually got it. Oh my god, that's probably partly down to the Mace of Molag Bal. She's only at 28 stewardship, but I bet when we give her the rank and she gains a bit of skill, she'll get back up to 30 in no time. So let's negotiate release. I want to recruit you, I want to get you converted, and then I want to convert you again, this time though, into a delicious lich. Hermaeus Miara has killed more rodents. We are now rat free, which gives that health benefit. She did accept lichdom, very nice. And let's put her on the council. This is a massive upgrade. Oh, no, it's fine. Was it thinking of CK2 then? Settle our own people there, yes. So in CK2, it's the culture of your steward that affects the culture that will convert your realm over to. Same with religion too, right? Which is why you can't normally culturally convert. It was a mess. Anyway. So yeah, no, that's good. That's good that we can have her working on that. It's only 21 years now with her working on that. Shame she only has 28 stewardship, but again, when she starts getting her modifiers back and stuff like that, she'll be good as new. She'll be good as new. Right, let's look for an intrigue character. And really, I should have done that first. The only problem is they are harder, of course, to kidnap in the first place. Airing. Whoa. The blind, intricate web weaver. You would be perfect for Aram's court. He'll never see it coming. Right, let's get to work on... I'm kind of surprised that somebody with a much higher intrigue isn't more immune to being kidnapped. However, I think they're doing pretty well, all things considered. Right, hand this over. I presume this is all the same duchy, so we'll just quickly blast through these as if they are nothing. They're not. They aren't anything. The map. My spies have informed me of a hunt causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The man has been spreading a large amount of gold and bragging loudly about a deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. He drew a map of the plains for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Oh. Someone may be trying to kill Elrang. Interesting. Court positions. Well, firstly, there's a court physician, who I'm going to give some money to. Is there anybody who would want us dead? Not massively. We've almost certainly pissed off some vassals by shifting around the council, and I've almost certainly done it just kind of accidentally here and there. This is fine. Let's have a look at our vassals then. How do I get to vassals in this game? We would click Elrang, and we would click vassals, and we would sort by opinion. And we'd scroll right to the bottom and see that everybody has a plus 100 opinion, so it's totally irrelevant, I think. Let's just refresh it. Yep, no, everybody likes Elrang, so it's certainly not that. Courtiers? Sort by opinion? A bunch of prisoners, which of course I don't give a shit about. And then everybody outside of... Oh, there's an ordinator, that's cool. Everybody outside of our prisoners seem to be big fans of us. Again, it's probably just another external threat. Think of how many dynasties we've wronged, how many people that hate us. There's no wonder they would want us all dead. Probably the King of Alinor isn't too happy that I keep poaching his employees. Right. Get over to the capital. Burn that down. Problem solved. And then finally, it's the war with Narcissus, right? Wow, we are almost done. Incredible. The war with Narcissus should be pretty straightforward. It is House Indoril. So I wonder if they call in... Oh, you are the head of the house. I wonder if they would call in the rest of House Indoril to help. They've probably got an alliance. Even then. Wait, do they? No, they don't have an alliance. Interesting. Okay. Well, this has got to be one duchy, right? Okay. And then this is all one duchy. Oh, cool. That makes my life easier. Harmer. Let's give that to whoever. Whoever. Again, we're looking for elf boys with big brains. You'll do. Very good. Attuned. Intelligent. That's what we like to see in this realm. Wow. I feel like the dynasty is going to be absolutely fine. The elf boy dynasty is going to be, like, incredibly well fine. Can we sort by houses? That's right. And then if we control click, it will break it up. Right? Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't do it in this game. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. I was going to say we could see which dukes aren't elf boy. I think it's fair to say pretty much all of them. Probably some have been supplanted by other vassals, and especially some on the Imperial Isle. I imagine some of these early ones have probably been shifted to different dynasties or not. Oh, yeah, look, Mudor. Interesting. And then this one here is Galaspen. Elf Boy, Elf Boy. Okay, if some of the older titles, if almost all of the older titles are still in Elf Boy hands, I have high hopes for it. Conquer Duchy. Wow. This is our penultimate war. Our penultimate war, right? Let's get in there. And this is going to be a very easy war to fight, because if they want to get to us... No, stay focused on your goal. He's acting strange around his blank. Investigating further would mean putting aside my dark plans for the nun, but I must admit my curiosity is piqued. I don't know what's going on there. No. What that means is he's got another plot active that we can investigate instead, but we're not going to do that. So this is cool, because if they want to try and stop us, they've got to run through this gap in the mountain or run all the way up and around. In fact, we could push into their territory at this point, couldn't we? Pretty much harmlessly. Right, perfect time to strike. Let's grab him. 73%. We got him. Whoa, we've gotten so good with these plots today. Well, to be fair, normally our plots are like 85%. I think we just get unlucky. Demand conversion and recruits. And then, is that another lich I see for my realm? I think perhaps so. And of course, turning them into a lich makes them permanently obedient. Do liches have high opinions of other liches? Same trait opinion or something like that? Virtuous to open center. So really, we're going to like him. We do like him because he's a lich and he likes us, which is good. That's the perfect person to put on this council. What a council it is. What a fantastic idea, whoever suggested that. Look at that. 31, 28, 32. I'm sure there's probably someone of high. Really? No one of high martial. Okay. And now that we've got such a good... Like, such a good character. Can we... Oh, you'll just join us at court. I would like you to be converted over, though. Well, I should have just tried that. Shit, I never... This is such an Elrang moment. It never once occurred to me to just ask them to join us. Oh, what a battle. Man, I love the Ordinator armor. This looks amazing, right? Die. This person was plotting against my Pelin. That was probably the plot. Thank you. Great new Spy Master uncovering all of this. Oh, Jesus. Scheming against my Pelin. Yeah, we know it's true, though. Throw her in jail. We'll deal with this later. I guess we'll just go for Narcissus proper at this point. Wow, we are just shredding them. We are just absolutely shredding them. What? She forced her way onto the council. Well, look, she's got 30 diplomacy and she's proven herself. You know what? Fine. As much as I like Silly Hat Man, she can take it. Now, somebody said I should give Daedric armor to Reckless, and I think that's a fantastic plan. Because Vassal, Lich, has Daedric armor. We should give some to her as well. Because we have just a spare set of Daedric armor lying around. If I can find it on this list, bear with me. We could also give away like these staffs as well. Lamellar, flexible armor. Where are you? Daedric armor. There we go. Give that to you. Oh, yeah. Now we got the whole family wearing matching clothes. That's nice. It's a big flex to the whole royal family wearing Daedric armor. You are just uncovering everything. What a guy. Oh, my God. Scheming against my Pelin. Do we like him? Not massively. Do we like this guy? Not massively. No, leave them to it. Another schemer discovered. Good God. We're going to be untouchable with this guy. It was amazing. Oh, that's not their capital. I'm just burning down a random place. Hermaeus Miara. 2 emerald eyes follow me as I cross the hallway, and a small meow breaks the silence as Hermaeus Miara III pounces for my ankle. God, my arm is on fire. She may be young, but she is nonetheless ferocious. As she prances away, I see she's left me a gleaming gift where it has been hiding. Thank you, my fair lady. Thank you. How kind. And now to Narcissus. We haven't got the war goal completely sieged, and I've just moved on to causing unfathomable amounts of chaos in Morrowind. The true enemy of every soldier is complacency, my friend Court Priest Jajani says before straightening his back. We are standing side by side upon my castle walls, looking down at the soldiers conducting drills below. You could exchange the castle gates for planks of wood and dull the arrow in the troops' quivers. Lead the soldiers in a mock charge against the castle and see how well they do in action. Good idea! You should lead the defenders! I might gain a marshal, and we've already got one actually sat on the back burner there. A tightly shut gate and walls that loom high into the sky. Archers can be seen as shadows moving behind the battlements, and a feeling of genuine excitement permeates the air. In the lull before the battle, I turn to address the soldiers. My order rings out loud across the field. Charge the main gates or bring out the ladders. This is a 99% chance that we walk in practically unopposed. Yes! The stairwell echoes as another dull weapon bounces off the middle pillar. For a second time in a matter of minutes, I curse the tight spiral that blocks us from swinging our weapons at the defenders. The heavy breathing of the soldiers around me is deafening, and every repelled attack they grow more and more resigned and frustrated. I had to take charge of the situation. Don't let up, we'll overwhelm them. Or one at a time, stay alert, or behind me I will protect you. Ah. Well, this one is the challenge, so we take it. 50 lifestyle experience and a 99% chance we take the stairs with brutal efficiency. And in the meantime, Marla Selmasilla, even though we're playing war games out in the yard, she's just here to visit. She kneels in deference as attendants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken and scribes record her pledges to serve the Confederacy of Northern Sirod. As she stands, she stumbles awkwardly. The court gasps in unison as she falls, ending sprawled at my feet, cheeks flushed with embarrassment. Oh, your oath is all that matters, don't worry. Under siege, battlement bravado. I like that Elrang is playing soldiers in his castle while his real people are out there on the front lines dying. Taking the final step to the wall surrounding the castle, I survey the scene. Many soldiers have been lost to the archers on the walls, but we will not be deterred. One after another, we overwhelm the defenders and stand victorious over the fallen. I take a deep breath, and it's time to press on again. We are winning, but there's no room for mistakes. Do it. Everyone with me. 82%. We did it. The castle is ours. Among the celebrating soldiers, I find Court Priest Tajani, who congratulates me on a charge well led. Look at them, my lord. The change of pace did them good. You seem reinvigorated, even though your castle was just lost to attackers. Our enemies never stand a chance. Improved defenses for 10 years. Fort level +1, garrison size level 10. And the Temple of the Ancestors is a bit relevant, but it's the martial perks that we're after, right? So, what do you think? Keep going down the Plunderer tree, so we get Raider Blood for the Renown. Maybe go for Overseer. Here's the thing. Building the Empire has been easy. Holding it is going to be the hard part. So I think we go Hard Rule, which gives us 20% Dread, which goes well with our Mace of Molag Bal. 50% Siege Progress. 20 Faction Military Power Threshold for Vassals. Then we can go Soldiers of Lesser Fortune to give Mercenary. Now it's a bit pointless. Let's go Man's Home. Controlled Territory Defense up by +5. Very nice. And, ooh, 77%. Let's go back over here and stop their troops from counter-sieging all of this stuff. They have a lot of troops. Luckily, our troops are just, like, better in every conceivable way. These battles are, like, totally meaningless. I mean, look at this. Just total, utter advantage. 39 advantage in your favor. Absolutely mad. We should be leading our own soldiers. That's a great point. Elrang, get back on the front line. Let's get to sieging. Let's actually capture all of the war gold this time. I was going to say, I feel like we could have ended this a long time ago. Boom. Gone. Dealt with. Let's revoke this. Hand it over. Come on. Let's get it done. Ah, he's rebelling. Shocker. Who could have predicted that? Luckily, our troops are still there, so this should be an easy battle. Who else rebelled? Someone else apparently rebelled. It's another ruler. Who are you? Oh, it's his vassal. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, fair enough. That makes it easier to tidy this up. That's also a great sign for the realm. If in a rebellion against the quote-unquote tyranny of their liege, only 2 people rebel. That seems pretty good. Right, hand it over. Come on. And that is all but a single title. And you can hand this over too. We'll do an execution in a second. Really, we should do an out to gain the control. You know what? Let's do an execution. Let's do one single execution fast. You can die. Sure. Public execution. There you go. Boom. And then let's grant this away to... that is a Dutch title. Let's give that to another elf boy with potential. Somebody with the brains and the elbow grease to lead us to a new land. Done. Okay. This is good. We are one single war off of total. We're one title off of victory. And that is the County of Blackboot. And that's it. We've got total control. I think. We'll have to check sub-holdings. We might still be, I don't know, leasing something out or something weirdly that I've missed. Something that may stop us. In CK2, it happened all the time where a single temple is under control of a different realm and it gets a bit messy. Elrang, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victory against Horulia. So I decided to write a poem about your triumph, Tajani says. Oh, it's our good friend Tajani again. A work of poetry dedicated to General Elrang's victory over the loathsome Horulia, written by Elrang's good friend, Court Priest Tajani. Where other men speak silvered words, he does good business in ridding turds. His subjects prove grateful, for if they are not, they will learn how an empire is wrought. I shall put it on display in my court. This is incredible. Or we keep it, or we send a copy to everybody. I shall send a copy to everybody Horulia knows. That is so good. Exoticize the Grand Hall. I'm going to exoticize the hall to make it look like elsewhere. You know, as a mockery, but also as a sign of what's to come for them. Because the second those troops have moved over... Hello. Marlapena and Facilia wants to be released. Fine. Let's quickly go to our execution land. Let's sort by, preferably... I presume I'm doing this right now. Anybody who's Gormalatu, let's exclude you You know what? You can go free. Just leave. I'm not even going to take the gamble. There. I want to sort by anybody who maybe is our dynasty. So let's have a look. Dynasty, who is Elf Boy. You can go. Go free. Now, what we could do before we go for this mass execution is we could have a look and see if there's anybody valuable in here. We're looking for anybody with over 30 in their stats, and there is... Oh, you're good. I mean, for obvious reasons, we can't. Unless you speak Daedric, I can't make you court priest. He does speak Daedric! Bruh. Negotiate release. Demand conversion. We can't. He's a landed ruler. Shit. That would have been amazing. Do you speak Daedric? No. Cestius Leowin. Well, I've tried all I can. Oh, Dynastic Kinslayer. How did that happen? Oh, because I hadn't released the guy from prison yet. Yeah, no, you're right. That was, we already had Dynastic Kinslayer, so it doesn't matter. That's my bad. The paperwork hadn't quite yet been processed. On the plus side, though, 436 kills. At the start of yesterday's episode, somebody pointed out that we had like 293 kills or 299 kills, and Elrang was 299. Well, that solved that problem, hasn't it? Why am I making the troops march over here rather than dropping them so they can resupply? I've gone completely mad. Mace Miara has found out that Safani has had a child out of wedlock, or perhaps is a child out of wedlock. I wish it was more specific about the secrets that you found. Right, Pet Hermes Miara, of course. Thank you, my friend. Host an exotic feast, of course, in celebration for what is about to be the Empire of Cyrodiil. What right does Marla Silke think she has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided? I'd love a chance to settle this on the battlefield. At least Silke showed that you were able to defend your understanding of the martial lifestyle. Very good. I did everything I could, ensuring that Nirahane and Haramir would be as far away from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they've come to blows in the middle of my feast. Halt! We will talk about this later. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the prisoner executed stuff to disappear. It's very annoying. It's right in the middle of the screen. As everybody heads home full of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say the feast was a success. Well done, team. Very well done. And now, we can hold a Mystic Communion. If there is nothing else to do here... Oh, hold on. We could do something else. It's disappeared now. We do have another learning lifestyle unlocked, so we'll just put that into our enormous learning stat. Let's do it. Let's take Black Boot. You go there. You. Hand it over. Declare war. There's going to be a big war. There's a pretty enormous war for a single county. But it is arguably... Shit. It's arguably the most important county. I don't want those. I want my man-at-arms. That's what I want. Schema discovered. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Kar Malahaz-Do, the husband of Kahara Abaleya of Albasti, is plotting against my Pelin. That's terrible news. I don't know who any of those people are. Well, I mean, obviously I know who my Pelin is. Right. We'll merge these troops together. We'll have Elrang in charge again. And then we're going to march right on the mains palace itself, which is in the south-west of Elsewhere, if I'm not mistaken. My Elsewherean geography probably isn't up to scratch, I will admit. Kill them all. Yes. Whoa, that's a lot of troops, Jesus Christ. That was a lot of people. Wow, that was like 40,000. Good lord. 19% war score. Barely broken a sweat. And actually, what has broken is his fever. Very nice. Okay. Kill them. I think they actually scattered some of our troops then. Nice. That's it. Keep reinforcing, please. Keep throwing your troops into the meat grinder. This is amazing. Keep going. I want to be able to see our advantage. I'm going to turn the speed down, see how we're looking on that front. I imagine we're doing totally fine. Come on. No, I can't find a nice middle ground between it being 15. Oh, yeah, no, we are, like, decisively winning these. This is not a problem. Bear in mind, our overall troop quality is being brought down by our allies pissing around. Get to burning? Where are they going? I'm a little bit concerned. You know what? The allies can do some sieging. Elrond's going to make sure that they don't... Yeah, this is what I'm concerned about. Don't decide to land 40,000 troops in the White Gold Tower. Where are they going? What are they doing? Strange people. We still have Feather active, don't we? Chase them down. Kill them all. If we start a battle here, they should start reinforcing into a... They're going to turn around? Yes, there you go. Boom, we're up to 69% already. burn this one down because we're here. Is that the capital? Oh, that's the capital of this kingdom. Oops. Well, we've already made the movement now. Oh, God. Unnecessary attrition. Oh, look at all those people over there. Good Lord. I'm lost for words. Marla Painter Dea, on the other hand, has had a baby. But not with her husband. Whoa, that's crazy. The truth has reached the light of day. My vassal Marla Painter Seiran has had an affair with Marla Painter Bakunda. Unthinkable. Who could have known? Right, sorry. Look, we got to go take back the war goal now, because this is lost a lot of control over here. Someone's learned AYLEID. I don't care. Oh, this is it. This is the moment where we form Cyrodiil. Listen to the music. I would never let you down, Uriel Septim. Take him out. Oh, the game is struggling. Go. Reinforce, reinforce. Yes, die. Die. 78%. Come on. They've killed hundreds of thousands of people. What are they doing there? Whoa, that's a lot of troops. Attack, Elrang. Be brave. Wow. It's really hard to kind of keep up with all of these troops. Where are they all coming from? Where do you keep getting all these armies? Surely we are capped at battle war score, right? Yeah. So now fighting all these battles is pointless. It's basically just us trying to keep on top of it. Fine. Fine, we'll visit the royal court. What do you want? Generalophile. New faces wandering around my throne room, occasionally giggling and jumping up and down on the spot when he glances upon some artwork representing Saliashe ways. There is something off about this visitor when he comes forth. It's evident he's carrying a replica of my favorite mace. I cannot help but genuflect before you. I've devoted my life in Senalana to appreciate the culture of the Saliashe. I only speak AYLEID, eat Saliashe Somerset Rainbow Pie, and I've studied the blade in Saliashe fashion. He's a weeb. I see. My family have banned me from our homecoming. If I cannot do anything but obsess over the Confederacy of Northern Sirod, I should live there instead. That's flattering, if somewhat violating. We had a weeb. Finger bones of a general. A peddler, cloaked in a dozen baubles and knickknacks sewn onto it, rattles up to me. All in the realm know you as addled with ravenous desires which bear the force of a trebuchet-laden cataphract. I have an artifact which will lighten your burden. Chastity belt. No. Thank you. We're alright. Don't really need that. Much appreciated, though. Arang doesn't really have to worry about that. He doesn't have a PP anymore. It's rotted off. That's canon. Ah, greetings, my charming liege. I've been hosting your Chancellor, Malapanus Silke, for several weeks. That's good. Let's do some sieging quickly before they manage to take it back from us. My God. My God. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that Cyrodiil? Is that Cyrodiil? Titles can be created. The High Kingdom of Nibene. Look. As Atrebus' attempts of stabilizing Imperium Saliashe has failed, the two halves of Colovia and Nibene further estranged themselves from each other, leading to a formal split. Years have passed, and whilst many thought an open war between the two halves of the province of the Crown would never happen, fate decided that the home of the Cyrodiilic should be unified peacefully. Historically, a rising empire at the heart of Tamriel meant only one thing: invasion and annexation of the surrounding territories, but it remains to be seen if this will be the case this time also. Once again, an empire sits at the heart of Tamriel. Wow. And, more importantly, once again our people are united under the Ruby Throne. Imperium Saliashe. Wow, that's nice. I like that. AYLEID Empire. It's very nice. I like that. It was a good time. What a fantastic creation. Well, how do we proclaim the Empire of Tamriel? Oh, we have to conquest every single thing. Huh. That seems like that would be a... Wow. That seems like that would be a hell of a play. I presume you wouldn't need to conquest Alinor or Yakuda for that one. Maybe you would. You need to conquest High Rock, Hammerfell, Cyrodiil, Skyrim. You do need to take the Somerset Isles, Valenwood, elsewhere, Morin. So everywhere but Yakuda, basically, this western continent. My God. Let's worship Emmaus Morin to celebrate. This person wants to join us. He's a genius. Absolutely. Welcome. We'll read from an ancient grimoire, and we shall ask Miro to instruct him in the art of scheming. And that will do us for today, I think. So, Here's what we're going to do. Malice implicit. That seems nice. We'll leave it there for today. In the comments, I would like suggestions for goals for Aurang to pursue. No, before you ask, I am not going to be conquesting all of Tamriel. This has been a 50-part series. It does not need to be a 550-part series. So, this is a good place. And this is the best place, I think, to have the AI take over. Well, this isn't part of... Oh, right, because we've grabbed the mountain. I was going to say that seems a little close to Morrowind. Anyway, if you've got any fun suggestions for activities before we hand it over to the AI, at the end of tomorrow's episode, I think I will do exactly that. We will hand it over, and we'll do the time-lapse, and we'll see if the Imperium Saliache survive without me at the helm. I think that'd be an interesting way to really measure the worth of this empire. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Open to suggestions. Let's see what we can do with our final day tomorrow. Come back then.